Do most Vietnamese people live in an apartment or house? Most Vietnamese people live in houses, specifically single detached or semi-detached houses. Historically, the traditional housing in Vietnam is a wooden stilt house, which is raised off the ground on wooden poles, commonly seen in rural areas or in the Mekong Delta region. But in the recent years, many people in urban areas have been moving into apartment buildings, especially in the bigger cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. In urban areas, the demand for apartments has risen as a result of the urbanization and migration to the cities. The high population density and limited land supply have made it more cost-effective for developers to build apartment buildings rather than single detached houses. In addition, the growing number of young professionals, students and expats moving to the cities are also favoring apartments for its convenience and ease of maintenance. However, in rural areas and smaller cities, the majority of the population still lives in single detached houses or traditional stilt houses, where land is more readily available and the cost of living is lower. Do young people in your country like to live with their parents or by themselves? The tradition of living with parents is quite strong in Vietnam, and it is considered a natural step for young adults to move back in with their parents after completing their education. This is partly due to cultural values that prioritize family and intergenerational living, as well as the lack of affordable housing options, especially in the cities. However, in recent years, there has been a shift in young people's preferences and lifestyles. They tend to prefer to live independently, as they want more privacy, freedom and the opportunity to learn to become self-reliant. Many young people in Vietnam are choosing to live in shared apartments or dormitories to save money, and others are staying with friends or renting their own apartments. Some also move out of the city for more affordable housing options. Do Vietnamese people like to rent a place to live? Renting a place to live is becoming more common in Vietnam, especially in larger cities. The high cost of owning a house and the limited availability of affordable housing in the cities are among the factors that make renting an attractive option for many Vietnamese people. Many young professionals, students, and expats are choosing to rent apartments or shared accommodations, as it offers them more flexibility, especially in terms of location and cost. However, owning a house is still considered a sign of financial stability and long-term investment by many Vietnamese people, and for many families, owning a house is one of their main life goals. How is modern home design, both inside and outside appearance, in your country different to that of the past? Modern home design in Vietnam has undergone significant changes in recent years, particularly in terms of both interior and exterior appearance when compared to the past. Firstly, in terms of interior design, modern homes in Vietnam now tend to incorporate more contemporary and minimalist elements, such as clean lines, neutral color palettes, and a focus on functionality. This is in contrast to traditional Vietnamese homes which often featured more ornate and decorative elements, such as intricate carvings, bright colors, and elaborate patterns. The use of natural materials such as wood and stone is also more common in modern homes. Secondly, in terms of exterior design, modern homes in Vietnam now tend to feature more modern architectural styles, such as sleek and minimalist designs, with a focus on natural light and open spaces. This is in contrast to traditional Vietnamese homes which often featured more traditional architectural styles, such as tiled roofs and stilt foundations. The use of sustainable materials and technologies is also more common in modern homes.